Well, as you can tell by the bumper music, she's back. She's back. This is not Breaking Benjamin.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good to be in. Welcome to the 7 o'clock hour of the drive inside the Finley Hyundai Studios. Devin, Paulie, he's already laughing. He's already giggling.
Yeah.
Paul is feeling spunk. I'm warning our listeners right now. Paul is feeling spunky today.
That's right. My word, not yours. Pre-show. Spunky is how I describe myself. I'm feeling good.
Yeah. Yep. That's a scary notion for me because we could be combative today. Tara's back with us. Tara, say good morning to everybody.
Hey, good morning.
And if you missed us on the YouTube live stream, if you like to watch the show, you can blame Tara. She was playing in Vegas and we couldn't figure it out.
Well, let's be honest. You were given the instructions before she left.
Yeah, you really helped. Very helpful.
Look at that, displacing blame on me. You were the one given the instructions.
Full disclaimer, we never really tried very hard.
Yeah.
Full disclaimer.
I figured.
I would agree. Yeah, I would agree.
Full disclaimer. Paul was sitting over here Monday and Tuesday. He's like, I'll run this, but I'm not doing the live stream.
That's right. I didn't want to do the live stream. And like I said, you could have been like, no, let's do it. And taken the seat, but you didn't.
Yeah, I could have. I could have. That's a fact. 100%. 100%. We are going to have fun today. I promise you that. We got you for the next 2 straight hours here from the Finley Hyundai Studios, and we'll get after it today. I'm excited. I woke up today excited. We've got our high school basketball media day later on today. We're going to be debuting that, showcasing that, broadcasting that this afternoon on radio, on our YouTube page. Links will be up on the fansportsnetwork.com website. You're going to hear from Cedars Coach Monks. You're going to hear from Coach Roberts at Dixie, Coach Amico at Pineview, Coach Allred at Desert Hills, Coach Murdoch at Crimson, Coach Ball at Snow Canyon, and Coach Stout and the Brigham Kemp Fighting Tigers. That's going to be a lot of fun. We've got 3-4 players from every team representing the rest of their teammates joining their coach on set. We'll have about 12-minute windows for each team to ask coach questions about the offseason, get ready for the season. I was sitting down last night. I was filling out my preseason players of the year, preseason poll, if you will. And Paulie, I was struggling a little bit with the top 4. I was struggling a little bit. What order? And I sat there and I had to really go back to last year. I had to think things through. I'm big on what you've done lately, so that gave Hurricane a little bit of an advantage because they went the deepest into the postseason last year, into the semifinals, kind of had a chance to go to the final.
Yeah.
It slipped away late. But, man, the top 4, I think it's going to be a really parity-driven, fun year in Region 9 basketball. I don't think anybody's going winless. I don't think anybody's going undefeated. I think we're going to see a little bit of parity this year.
I'd agree. I don't think there's any runaway favorite. I think it'll be one of those years where there's a lot of beating up on each other and somebody emerges from the dust at the end as the champ of the region. So I think it'll be fun.
As I sat there last night trying to predict who would be the preseason number 1 team in my eyes, I ran through a scenario. And I was like, yes, Dixie could be number 1. Coach Roberts does such an incredible job. I really like Colin Simmons, 6'9", 6'10", really athletic. They've got some new personnel, though, that I'm not sure how the chemistry is going to be. I think under Coach Roberts it's going to be terrific, but there's a lot of unknowns there for us that haven't seen behind the scenes and been to practice like Coach and players have. And I go through the scenario over at Crimson. Can they be number 1? And I'm like, yeah. I mean, they kind of exited a little earlier than I thought in the playoffs last year. They got Murdoch and Lindquist. They've got Britton Phillips, who's coming off an incredible season in football, high point and catches, should be able to go high point alley-oop lobs. I'm like, there's enough talent there. I could see Crimson, just like Dixie, being region champs. And then same scenario for Brigham Kemp and Hurricane and Coach Amico and Pineview. At the end of the day, with Teller and with Ranson and with Schmidt and with the Jegba, I felt a little, I don't know if it's just a hunch or what, but I felt like just a little more comfortable predicting that team could be the number 1 team. So I ended up in and it's just 1 vote. Yeah. And I'm always full disclosure. I have no secrets about, a preseason poll and the predicted order of finish, because that's why we love the games and that's why we play them out. But
that's right.
But I ended up going Pineview number 1.
Okay.
At the end of the day.
I like that.
I don't know if you want to disclose who you picked. Have you filled yours out?
No.
Not yet, but I will. I got till media day to fill it out.
Oh, my
He has till
Goodness.
9:30 to
I do.
fill it out.
11.
Or 11. Oh, okay.
Now, give me some time here.
Oh, so you're not going to go help set up, I take it?
Well, it's not going to take me 2 hours to do the media poll.
In Paul's defense, he's been really busy.
I have.
Really busy.
That's right.
There's been a lot of games on TV, and he forgot.
Yeah. There you go. No,
Yeah.
I haven't forgotten. Obviously, it's top of mind being that it's media day today, but I'm a procrastinator, as you both know, so I'm waiting to the final moments, and I will get my
He
poll
performs
in.
best under pressure.
I do.
He's got to wait till the very last minute.
I am blown away. My co-host forgot to fill out the day of the media day.
I didn't forget.
And he's forgotten already. You needed a live reminder on the show?
Who said I needed a reminder? I was going to do it all along.
Well, you just killed my bid. I go to toss to you, and then I see this look in your eye, and I know, oh my gosh, he doesn't even know who he's
The
picked
deer in
yet.
the headlights.
You know what? I'll do it right now. Now.
Yeah, that would be nice because that's probably the only way it's going to get done.
That's right.
If
I'm
you
gonna
don't
do it right
procrastinate
now.
any further,
All right.
your mom would be very proud of you. You got your assignment turned in the day of the assignment was due.
That's right.
Yeah, you didn't miss the deadline. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. All right. Well, Paulie's doing that. We'll continue.
I'm just kidding. I'll do it in the breaks. But we're gonna have to do
big
it.
kidder now, aren't you?
Yeah.
Funny guy.
Yeah, funny
Joking
guy.
around a lot.
Yeah, that's right. I'm gonna do it in the break.
Oh my gosh. I had my head on a swivel. Let's check in with what's going on around the water cooler from last night and what people will be probably talking about at the office this morning. If you this is what I love. If you have I want to send somebody donut. If you go to your office and everybody's talking sports, we should send you donuts because that's what we do here on the show. We come in here like you would do at the office, and we like sit here and go, what'd you watch last night? What'd you see? What'd you think? What caught your attention? What'd you love? What'd you hate? And then, that's kind of the stuff that we're talking about is what we end up using on the air. And obviously it's regional and it's local and it's relevant to what we think our listening audience likes. So I spent some time last night watching the Utah Running Utes basketball game. I also watched the Madison Square Garden doubleheader last night. And then I spent some time on the college football playoff. And then I watched the Vegas Golden Knights for the most part. That was what my night consisted of. In between that, I got takeout, which was very difficult. I had to leave the house for about a half an hour to go to go get takeout.
There you go.
Could have just DoorDashed.
I don't even have a DoorDash app, but I think I probably am getting old and lazy enough that I could probably get that. I don't mind getting in the car and driving across town and grabbing some food. Gives you something to do.
Yeah. Get out of the house.
I don't even have the app on DoorDash. I don't even know if they're going to get it. Is your food delivered cold? Is it fast? Is it? Have you ever had any good experiences? Have they all been okay experiences? I don't
It's
even.
usually fine,
do I need to go down the rabbit hole and read the ratings and the Google reviews?
Yeah. No, it's usually fine, but
It's usually fine.
Yeah.
Usually.
yeah.
Keyword usually. That's what
Sometimes it
stood
can
out.
be a little cold.
Okay. All right.
Depending
He's
on,
not a cold food guy.
Yeah, me
He's
either.
not.
But
He wants it fresh, piping hot.
Yeah.
Not a leftovers guy either. Another thing you need to know about this guy. Not a leftovers guy.
okay.
Yeah, you're not. You're looking at me like you are. You hate
I
leftovers.
eat Thanksgiving leftovers.
I know, but when you get food
I
at a
eat-
restaurant, you never take a box. I've never seen you get a box one time.
Really?
Yes.
That's not true.
that's
I've
not
seen
true.
him at Wingnuts eat my cold macaroni.
Yeah.
But did he get a
Mac and
box and
cheese.
take it to go?
No, but he ate it
yeah.
It
cold.
wasn't mine. It wasn't mine to box.
That's right.
Come on. There's one dish that I always take home because I can never finish it. It's at Capoletti's. It's down on Main Street. Capoletti's, Andreas and Lorena's restaurant. And they have this chicken gorgonzola with wild mushrooms. It's a delicious, rich pasta dish. I think it's the best pasta in town, bar none.
Wow.
Shameless free plug. They don't sponsor the show.
Okay.
I can never finish it. And my wife will even have a couple bites because she always gets the flat iron steak when we go there, and I always get the chicken gorgonzola or the shrimp scampi or the cioppino. I rotate, but usually it's the chicken gorgonzola. I never finish it. I take it home. I put a little milk in it. I warm it back up. I stir it up really, really good, but it's only good the next day. Like I don't like to. I'm not like a week later.
Yeah.
So you're not wrong, Paul, but I will eat leftovers if it's the right leftovers a day later, like pizza.
Okay.
I will eat pizza the next day. It doesn't even have to warm it back up. I will warm it back up, but you don't have to.
Yeah, that's right. You can do
So
cold
there's
pizza.
certain things I will warm back up.
All right. Well, maybe I'm not all the way wrong, but I'm a little bit wrong because I didn't. I thought you're not a leftovers guy at all.
90% of the time when you're with me at a restaurant, we are traveling.
Yeah.
What am I going to do? Take it back to the hotel room and let it sit till morning and eat it for
That's
breakfast?
true.
Yeah.
That's true.
No.
So maybe the scenario's not right then.
No, like if I was going home to my dogs and I had some leftover steak, 100% I would take it home and I would at least give it to the dogs.
That
They
means
would
you're
love me.
still not eating the leftovers. You're
But
giving
you
it
said
to your
I
dog.
had never you seen me
Oh.
take a leftover box
Okay.
before,
Yeah.
which is entirely fabricated and not true whatsoever.
All right.
Waste not, want not,
That's
my
right.
son.
Benny and Gus do like take home steak. I'm sure.
100%.
Yeah, those
they
fellas
they'll
love
eat
that
anything.
stuff. Yeah.
Including, rocks, grass, sticks,
Yeah.
not just chewy toys.
When I was leaving your house
Socks, they
on
love
Sunday,
shoes.
I was going to say socks.
when I was
Yeah.
leaving your house on Sunday after I left early from the Seahawks game, and I opened the door, and Benny, he was just right by the door, and he gunned out, and I was like, "Come here, Benny, come here, buddy," and he wouldn't come back, and I had to chase him for a while. It was kind of a tough little spot, and then eventually I can't
picture Paulie chasing a dog, like just walking, like kind of lumbering, like, come here, buddy.
He was more like herding cattle. Just,
I was
right.
trying to direct him.
I was like, come on, over here.
It was kind of like that, actually.
So you almost lost my dog leaving the house, and he almost got hit by a car. Is that the real story?
No. He didn't go
Is
down
that
the
it?
steps. He was kind of messing around in that grass area right on the right. But he kept running around, and I was like, "Come on, buddy,
He's
come
a
here."
pup. He's a pup.
He has a lot of energy.
Oh, 100%.
I like him. He's one of my favorite dogs that I've ever met.
He's on my you-know-what list right now.
Uh-oh.
Oh my gosh! So I'm not going to go too, but anybody that's had a new puppy can appreciate this. You'll love the thing, and he's so fun. He's so much energy, but holy heck, he's ruining everything.
Oh, no.
So I go out to take my boat over to the boat dealership to get it winterized the other day, and I go to plug the light. You know how the trailer lights on the boat?
Yeah.
Chewed right through them.
Oh.
No.
I grabbed the
Really?
trailer light and then it's like, where's the other end?
Oh, Benny.
no.
Then I go out there and every pot, my wife has these 4 or 5 wooden pots. They all have soil in them, and she plants seasonal flowers in them.
Yeah.
He's unloaded every piece of soil out of those pots into the rocks.
I knew it. He's just
Oh, hey, he was working hard.
he's working hard.
Doing a
He's
job.
digging. Yeah.
Some holes around the sprinklers, trying to help me keep the sprinklers clear of the grass, I guess. I found a whole piece of my drip pipe, my funny pipe,
Oh.
that was chewed in half. So I don't know if he was over there trying to get some water out of it or what, but it is now, half my plants are not going to get water as it sits right now because
He's a mischievous little guy.
Yeah, he's a pain in my butt. It's costing me money left and right. Yeah. Yeah, I got suckered in. The backstory on this, and then we'll move on because we got a lot to get to.
Yeah.
Is I said no to this dog.
You did.
My kids spotted him. Everybody got all excited, went to visit him. I said no.
Yeah.
Not good timing. Too busy.
But
too
then
much
the
going
whole
on.
family, they start.
I went to Scotland with my son.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You showed up to
I
Benny.
get back, and the dog is still not sold.
Yeah.
Oh.
And
Remember, we were at the NBA
Oh,
playoffs at his
that's
house,
right.
and he's like, I think I'm getting his dog.
Yeah, that's right.
I couldn't believe it. I thought
I do remember that now.
I thought for sure this cute little pup after 10 days,
Oh, yeah, he would've
somebody
been
would
gone.
be, some poor sucker, bigger sucker than me, would take this dog off my hands. And I had made a comment, well, we'll see if that dog's even here when we come back, thinking, okay, that's my out. There's no way that dog will still
He'll
be
be
there.
sold,
He's a cute,
right.
he's a cute,
Yeah.
it's a Bernie doodle, cute as can be, some really unique features.
Yeah,
Yeah.
good color.
So cute.
Good color.
Yeah, so I'm like, there's no way that dog will still be there.
Sure
He's
enough.
still there.
He's there.
Well, now he's at your house.
Now he's with you. Now he's a member of the Dixon family.
Can we talk
buddy.
about something that's more exciting?
All right, let's get back to sports.
Yeah. So around the water cooler, if you're not talking about your dog tearing up your backyard, You're probably talking about either the games last night, and I watched a lot of sports last night, about 6 hours of uninterrupted sports. I got takeout, like I mentioned. We were just kind of chilling. I had a buddy in town. He left this morning, and so we were kind of just soaking up, talking and hanging out, and the game was on all night long. And I was actually really disappointed in Mark Pope in Kentucky last night.
Yeah.
That was a poor showing for Kentucky. Now, like in that first half, Michigan State made everything. Like sometimes you just run into a buzzsaw in basketball, but they never really made that run. They never really defended and slowed down Michigan State. And maybe Michigan State's going to do something really special this year, or maybe Kentucky's overrated at number 12. I don't know. It's too early. It's too small of a sample size. That's a big spot. Madison Square Garden. Paulie, is Michigan State as good as they looked last night? And does Mark Pope have some problems in Kentucky?
I think Michigan State could be as good as they looked last night, but I think it was just kind of a bad game from Kentucky. From what I saw, they just really weren't making their shots. It got away from them a little earlier than they expected, and then they were just fighting from behind the whole game.
I mean, they're throwing lobs left and right. I mean, it's just Michigan State played well.
The tall three-point shooting post player for the – what is his name?
Kohler?
Kohler, that's right, the big man. He was stepping out, making threes for Michigan State, showing a little the inside-out game. I just thought they played a better game, and Pope was upset about it. He had a really interesting end of his presser last night. We got the audio from that. This was Mark Pope in the post-game presser talking about the season and how it's his job to get this thing righted.
I actually think I'm gonna temper my words right now. I actually think that our identity should be if you build an organization the right way, then your identity is not about an individual person. Your identity is about a collective group. And so it shouldn't matter if we had built a great organization and a great culture, which I've clearly failed to do up until today. But we won't fail this season. We just have failed up till today. And we will build an organization where it won't be disrupted every time someone steps in and steps out, because we'll have a team identity, not an individual identity. Until we get there, we're going to really struggle. That's my job. That's why Mitch brought me here. I'm doing it poorly. I won't do it poorly for much longer.
That's powerful.
Yeah.
I like when a coach admits that it's his fault, and takes ownership, because they did play bad last night. I mean, you're right. Michigan State shot well, and they ran into a little bit of a buzzsaw, but Kentucky was a 4-point favorite in this game.
Yeah.
They were the favorite in this game. They were expected to win.
They were the 12th ranked.
12th,
Michigan
yeah.
State, what were they, 17th or 18th?
Yeah, that's right. And they were undefeated coming in, and this was the first stiff test that they'd played, and Michigan State just took it to them. So I think Pope is very right in what he says here, and he's got to do better. They got to stop playing hero ball. That's one thing I saw from Kentucky. They just had a lot of guys trying to play hero ball, not play like he's talking about as a unit, as a cohesive team. So good game by Michigan State. You got to tip their hat.
I think when you get down, you got a lot of guys that they're at Kentucky, and they're very confident in themselves, right? You don't get to play at the University of Kentucky on a Scully without being very capable and very talented.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I think you get down by double digits in a top 25 matchup, and the history and the lore and the venue, Madison Square Garden, you try to take it upon yourself to shoot yourself back into that game, and you misfire, and you misfire, and you misfire. They shot 23% from three. They shot 35% from the floor, and Michigan State shot 50% from the floor and 50% from three. You're not going to win that game. The numbers just don't compute.
Yeah, that's right.
You got too many guys taking too many bad shots. Colin Chandler was probably the most consistent, and he's a Utah kid. Remember Colin Chandler?
Yeah, I think I do, actually.
I mean, 4 and 9, 4 rebounds, 2 blocks, an assist, a steal. Did have 4 fouls guarding the big Kohler kid, but when he got mismatched a couple times. But this is a guy that was shot selection wasn't bad, but Otega Owe, who is your star, who is going to be your all-world guy, who's supposed to be your top draft, he goes 4-12.
Yeah.
Your bench, the bench was not good. I mean, one guy off the bench made 3 field goals and had 4 14 minutes and 8 points. And that was about the best you could muster. There just wasn't a lot to be excited about, and Kentucky goes down in that top 25 matchup. Michigan State and Kentucky will probably flip-flop in the rankings, depending on what happens to the other games the rest of the week. But by the time the rankings come out next week, I mean, we can see Michigan State up at 12 and Kentucky slide down 5 spots to 17 based on this win. They lost by 17 points. The game was not close.
He kind of got drummed a little bit.
Yeah, and I root for Mark Pope.
So do I. I like to see him do well. Even I've never really been a Kentucky fan or supporter.
No,
but
me neither.
Basketball, they've always been good, but I like to see Pope do well.
But I just like how he's kind of climbed the ladder. I liked what he did at UVU. He made them, relevant. Then he takes that jump and goes to BYU and trying to make them relevant. A little bit there before. I mean, who knows what Coach Pope could have done with the NIL era that obviously BYU's alum is given to KY right now.
Yes.
But look, he was not Kentucky's first choice. He was their third or fourth choice, if you remember. But he is alumni there, and I think they've got a home run hire, and I think he's won over the fan base. And I think, quotes like that press conference after the game, I think you're going to see Kentucky guys go, I mean, read between the lines. We got too many guys playing as an individual, and Pope says he's going to fix it. So they're still bought in. He hasn't lost anything, and we'll see if that was kind of a wake-up call that they needed.
Yeah, I think this is just going to be kind of a early referendum on how they've been playing. They lost to Louisville, too, so this is now the second loss for Kentucky. So it's been kind of a rough start to the season. I think Pope, realizes that. He's lost to 2 good teams in Michigan State and Louisville, I understand, but they've got to get the ship righted and righted soon because Kentucky fans are fanatical. That's probably the biggest basketball fan base. Maybe Kansas, I don't know, but Kentucky fans are crazy. Big Blue Nation will not tolerate losing, and I think Pope will get it fixed and they'll be fine.
And Kansas played hard last night without their, arguably their best player.
Not arguably, I think he is.
Well, he didn't play.
He didn't play, but
he didn't play.
He's being mocked as the number 1 overall pick in the NBA draft, so I think he's probably their best player on Kansas.
Yeah, I mean, arguably.
Arguably, okay.
You heard what I said. I mince words? I mean,
you didn't mince words. I'm just saying I don't think there's much to argue about. But
78-66 Duke and the Boozer boys now get to 5-0. The 5th-ranked Blue Devils. The Boozer, that was probably the first game I've watched kind of wire to wire and seen Cameron and Caden Boozer. I thought. Obviously Cameron is the star. He plays the power forward. He's kind of the guy that you can go to down in the low block and get buckets. He's a double guy every night. Yeah. And then twin brother, a little smaller in stature. He's a guard, and he was robbed at birth because his brother stole all the nutrients and he's a little smaller and so he's got to be quicker and shoot it better, but I thought he played well, and he was actually in crunch time when the game was on the line. I mean, they played so much high level AAU basketball. We've been hearing about the Boozer boys around the AAU circuit for the last 5-6 years.
That's right.
Hey, the Boozer boys are really good. Can anybody beat that team? Because there's 2 of them and they're really good. Their dad played in the NBA, and so I think there's a kind of a vested interest because of Carlos Boozer's tenure with the Utah Jazz for Utah natives to kind of keep track of these twin sons of Carlos Boozer's now that are playing at Duke. And Cameron played well last night. He was probably the player of the game for the Blue Devils. 18 points, goes 7 out of 17, 10 rebounds, 5 assists. And much as he touches the ball, he did only have 2 turnovers and played a team-high 34 minutes. So John Shire has a star to take the place of Cooper Flagg, and probably not the stretch 4 like Cooper Flagg. I mean, Booz was only 1 of 4 from three-point line last night, but he's got that part to the game. And it's not like Cooper has just instantly had success in Big D in the NBA this year. There's been some nights where he's really struggled. Yes. Yeah. But I thought a little bit better, more competitive game in the nightcap between Kansas, number 24, and Duke, number 5. And it kept all my attention really till about the last 2 minutes when you're like, okay, well, Duke was going to win the game.
Yeah. And I think just seeing the early season for Boozer, Cameron Boozer, and AJ DeBonza, and now we haven't even seen this Darren Peterson from Kansas, but I think you're in a good spot if you're in the top of the lottery this year. You should be in a pretty decent position to get at least a really good player, even if you're picking 1 through 3, in my mind. So,
what about 5?
Yeah,
fans know 5 well.
Yeah, the quality drops a little bit, I think, outside the top 3. So I think you want to be a top 3 this year in the lottery. So you can get one of those 3 guys. I don't think you can miss.
Speaking of other games, I didn't watch a lot of this game. I was tracking it on my phone. I failed my listeners. I haven't pulled the trigger. You pulled the trigger on the Mammoth app. Yeah. I haven't pulled the trigger on the Jazz app yet. And I keep threatening to just go get some rabbit ears to throw up at my house.
Yeah.
And I haven't done that either. And I'm like looking for the game. I'm checking Hulu. I'm checking everything. And I got to get the SEG Jazz Plus app. I mean, they've really done me in with this YouTube TV and having to have every freaking thing under the sun. It drives me nuts that I got to go pay, another $100 or whatever the price is to watch Utah Jazz games in the state of Utah.
Yeah.
So I've got to bite the bullet and do that. Jazz. I was really pissed off last night at the early Sports Center window. They showed 8 Laker clips. And every clip, the Lakers were down between 4 and 8 points. And I'm like, well, that's interesting. I mean, wonder how the Jazz are keeping the lead. Somebody's scoring, but I don't know who. Yeah. Because SportsCenter only shows LeBron James. I about puked in my mouth last night.
Yeah.
I'm so sick of the Lakers' love. And I get LeBron was making his debut. So from that standpoint, it's a little bit understandable. It's the first chance you've had. So you're starved for your Bron. And you got a guy cutting up the film like, look at that 3 LeBron made. I've never seen that before. Let's put that one on the highlight clip.
There you go. Wow, just shredding him.
I love that.
The highlight guy.
Never seen that before.
Lakers win 140-26, but you wouldn't know the Jazz actually played a pretty good game, and if you just went to Sports Center last night. That's my point.
Yeah.
Lowry had
I think point taken.
31. But nobody gives the Jazz any love. I mean, nobody cares about Utah. The national people don't care. They don't care. And if they were in the finals every year and we had a superstar on the team, maybe they would care more. I think Keontae George is having a revigorated career. Like, he had that little bit of a sophomore slump last year. Keontae was terrific last night. 13 out of 23, 34 points.
Yeah.
In Tinseltown with the bright lights on. I mean, he played well. Marking in 31 last night, albeit it ended up being a 14-point loss. Jazz just, they've got to find ways to preserve leads and play all 4 quarters. They played a really good first half. They have the lead at halftime. And they let it slip away. They get outscored in the third quarter by 15. They come out of the locker room just a little bit flat. And you can't tell me J.J. Redick is a better motivator. You can't tell me LeBron in his first game back gave some fire and brimstone speech in the locker room, and all of a sudden they're like, we're going to put it on the Jazz. Now we're done screwing around, and they just flipped the switch. Like, I don't believe that's how it went down. It's just common occurrence here. The Jazz are in games, leads. Lack of defense is an issue for the Jazz. If you look at the Jazz scores this year, even their wins, last week they had 2 games where they scored over 150 points, Paul. You gave up 140 last night. It's hard to win and score 150 every single night in the NBA. You notice scoring is up through the roof right now for certain teams in the NBA. 140 to 126, and we're in mid-November.
That's right.
Lakers shot 60% last night. Jazz shot 52% from the field. I guess defense is just optional. Do we like that? I always feel like we want more offense in our NFL games. I feel like in our NBA games the last few years, we kind of miss like that good old-fashioned defense, and that's why we like the playoffs so much, because actually guys give full effort and play the full game and actually try to defend you and don't give you free baskets left and right.
I'd agree with that. It gets a little more intense defensively.
I mean, regular season last night, did you enjoy, Jazz fans love to hear from you, did you enjoy what you saw? I mean, first half at least, 140 to 126, Lakers get the win. I'll tell you, DeAndre Ayton, to me, has redefined his career, and he looks really fit and really good and looks way better. I don't know if it's coaching, just a change in scenery. I don't know if it's just maturity. I don't know, but he looks way better in L.A. than he looked in Phoenix. To me. Maybe it's the haircut.
Maybe the haircut.
LeBron only had 11 points, played 30 minutes, plus minus was only 1. 4 out of 7 from the floor, 2 out of 3 from 3, and 1 for 4 from the free throw line. He had 12 assists, 11 points, and 3 rebounds. That was the debut of the season for LeBron James. last night. Jazz lose by 14. Got to take a break. We're off and running. It's The Drive. Good morning. Lots to get to. Opening rant around the water cooler and some basketball to recap for you. Brought to you by Coral Canyon Golf Course. Get out and play. It's in fantastic shape. All this rain. It's supposed to clear out, so get your tee times for this weekend and get out and play. 688-1700. Coral Canyon is fantastic, celebrating 25 years of great golf. Day Men's Health, reclaim your game. They specialize in men and helping men look and feel their best with their testosterone replacement therapy. Vets get it for 50% off. The T-test is free. You get your results back in minutes. Called Game Day Men's Health. Or go to the website and get your appointments today. Tell them the guys on the Fan Sports Network told you to get over there. We've got the college football rankings reaction. Paulie, and I'm sitting here and I'm like, what is the title of this morning's reaction? Is it the committee still doesn't watch the games? Right. Is it the strength of schedule suddenly matters until it doesn't? Or is it, how is that team with 2 losses still ahead of us? I mean, I don't know. The SEC bias is back. Like, what? I don't know what I should lead with right now.
Yeah, you got a lot of good ones canned up there.
I feel like the outrage is... I mean, there's very few people this morning going, well, there's a path for us to get in. Where's the optimism, right? I hate it when I turn on my social media and it's like, they still don't give any love to Utah and BYU in the college football playoff rankings. And I'm just like, well,
I think if you boil it down to that, then it makes it more frustrating. But it's really the conference as a whole. They don't value the Big 12 at all.
100% correct.
They don't value the Big 12 at all. They're willing to put
Texas
a
Tech,
2-loss Notre Dame, a 2-loss Oklahoma, and a 2-loss Alabama ahead of BYU.
You know what? And after Oklahoma beat Tennessee and beat Alabama on the road, I'm okay with Oklahoma being ahead of them. If you want to know the honest truth,
yeah,
their starting quarterback missed a couple weeks, came back, played tough. Like I'm okay with that storyline.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
You're okay with Oklahoma?
I am.
All right.
Not necessarily okay with Notre Dame.
No.
Okay.
I think Notre Dame is a spot or two too high. I'm okay with them being in the top 12.
And mind you, Notre Dame started the season 0-2. They lost to Miami, who's a top-ranked team.
They're fighting their way back into there. They're sitting there at 13 right now.
And then they played at that time number 16 Texas A&M, who's now number 3.
Yeah.
So their 2 losses are to some very good teams. So I think I buy Notre Dame a little more than Oklahoma, frankly.
Really?
Yes, I do. I think they've played some more quality opponents, and their losses. Well, not their schedule as a whole, but their non-conference schedule was tough. And they play an independent schedule, I understand.
I mean,
but
that's
the beginning of the year, before they start playing their ACC games and USC and all the traditional games, I still feel like their non-conference playing Texas A&M and Miami to start the season, and losing those games is tough, but it's got to count for something that you played those games early in the year.
Let me ask you a question.
Oklahoma was playing like Tulsa, and I'll
look
look
at the strength of schedule. Go ahead and compare the strength of schedule.
I'm just
for
saying
me.
the non-conference. Illinois State, Temple.
It's the whole body of work. The whole body of work.
Well, they
Look
play
at
in the
strength.
SEC.
Do
It's
me a
not
favor.
even comparable. I understand that, but
Well, then why? Then how?
Notre Dame's losses are tougher to better opponents than
and
Oklahoma's.
BYU's loss to Texas Tech's not a good loss.
It was.
It was. I'm not saying it wasn't.
They're fifth in
I've already said that they don't value the Big 12. I've already said that was my
I know,
blanket
but-
statement
I
at the
know.
beginning of the segment.
I know. I heard it.
All
I heard
right.
it. But I'm playing devil's advocate here because you're saying that this team's losses are better, but then the committee's valuing that, but they're not for other teams. Like that doesn't make sense to me. Like what is the committee looking at? That's why it's like, how are they ahead of us? The SEC bias is back. They got 9 teams in the top 25.
Yeah.
Nobody knows what to do with the undefeated group of 5 team. If there's a 10-0 and an 11-0 group of 5
Right.
school, they're almost ranked lower than fans want always, and the disrespect conversation gets loud every year.
Yeah.
Right now, who do they have? Tulane in there?
Tulane, yep.
A 2-loss Tulane team in there?
Yeah. Because South Florida lost to Navy last week.
Yeah.
They were the kind of trendy, kind of sexy team that was kind of sticking out in the group of 5, but now it looks like Tulane is the contender right now. It was Memphis. It was, multiple teams this year, but it looks as if Tulane's in that spot right now.
What else do you see when you look at the rankings that came out last night?
I just have really been impressed by Texas A&M, and we kind of talked about it on Monday, but for them to be down 30-3 at halftime and
Yeah.
realize that the entire playoff, the entire season is on the line, and for Elko to get his guys up, to come back and win that game, score 31 unanswered points, and come back on the road and win. I know South Carolina's not good, but they obviously played well that day, at least the first half. So they had to get that game right to stay number 3 in the country. So Texas A&M's been one of my teams. When me and Tara did a solo show, I picked Marcel Reed to win the Heisman at like plus whatever, long odds. But I think that, it looks as if Texas A&M is kind of that dark horse in my mind. Nobody knows what they are. They spend a lot of money. They got a lot of good players. Can they punch with Ohio State, which nobody thinks. Every national pundit I've heard thinks that Ohio State is head and shoulders above every other team in the country. But I'm here to tell you that I think Texas A&M's got a shot. to punch in that battle if they do match up. So they're kind of one of my teams in Texas Tech. I've been on them since the summer. We talked about Cody Campbell and all the oil money that's being infused into that program, and it shows. I mean, they are one of the best defenses in the country. This Rodriguez, the middle linebacker, might win the Heisman. How many times have we ever seen that? A middle linebacker win the Heisman, baby. I'm all for it. So, and they even got him a rushing touchdown last week. They let him run the ball in so he could get a touchdown in the stat book. So I'm big on the Texas schools this year. I like A&M and I like Tech. They're both kind of surprises to me.
Yeah, Tech's just not getting rewarded on strength of schedule because the Big 12 is not as strong top to bottom this year. Same can be said about Utah and BYU.
Loss. The Arizona State loss hurts them. Yeah. You know, that really did hurt them because Arizona State is fallen off and they're not as quality of a loss as some of the other schools that have 1 or 2 losses. So I think that's what hurts them a little bit as well. So
the top 3 of the college football playoffs: Ohio State, Indiana, Texas A&M, Georgia. You know, all those are the top 4 teams. Top 3 stay unchanged with A&M's comeback that you alluded to. Alabama dropped 6 spots to 10 after their loss to Oklahoma. So the Crimson Tide are now behind number 9 Notre Dame, and obviously. Alabama beat Georgia, but Georgia's all the way up to 4, right? That's the only Georgia loss.
Yeah.
And now the Crimson Tide have 2. Texas Tech moves up to 5. Ole Miss is at 6. Oregon is at number 7. Oregon really hasn't played a challenging schedule. Like every week, it's like a yawner for the Ducks, I feel like. Yeah, they have a couple good. What do they have left? I feel like they got to play somebody good in the Big Ten left.
No, they had a soft schedule. They got USC, but
okay,
that should be a pretty decent game.
Yeah, they're good this year. They're top 25 team.
They're 8-2, so yeah, that's one of their. And then they got Washington in the season, so 8-2 and 7-3. Washington on the road, USC at home. So they got 2 pretty good games left.
With BYU at 11 and Utah at 12, what does that tell you?
Like I said, I just don't think they respect the Big 12.
But it tells you there's a path.
There is.
Somebody's going to lose.
There's going to be one team from the Big 12. I'll tell you that right now. I'll just tell you that. There's going to
be not necessarily. Think it through. Don't be saying outlandish things because if BYU runs the table, they're in. And Texas Tech
means winning the
only
Big 12
loses the Big 12 title game. They're still in.
But is BYU...
You just said how much you love Tech.
I know. BYU just got dismantled by Tech. You think they're going to beat him in the Big 12 championship game? Like, what are you thinking?
You said there's only one team getting in, and I said
that's the Big 12 champion, which will be Texas Tech.
I understand that, but for BYU fans in our listening audience, can you give them a glimmer of hope on a Wednesday morning? My heavens!
All right. I'm just saying they saw the same game I saw against Texas Tech.
But the same game will not write the script the same the second time. That's why sequels are never as good as the original.
That's right. And then every once in a while there's a UNLV Duke. One year they lose by 40, the next year they beat them. I get it, but if all things play the same, no major injuries, Tech will be a 7 to 10 point favorite in that championship game.
And they should be.
Yeah.
But you don't think. The one thing you go back to that game, and I'm not going to say you're going to go back to that game, they were in max protection the whole game. I just feel like you got to turn it loose. You had to go for some big shots. You had to let Bear go. And it was like they were trying to run the safe stuff all game.
And maybe they realized that.
There is a way to flip that script a little bit and make it more competitive. Now, can BYU beat them if they get a second opportunity? I'm not so sure. I agree with you. They're going to be 8-10 point underdogs.
Yes.
Based on the first meeting.
Mm-hmm.
But rematches and tough to beat a team twice.
Yeah.
Where's the Big 12 title game going to be played at?
Dallas.
In Dallas?
Yeah.
It's going to be pro Texas Tech. But BYU fans always travel really, really well.
They do, because they've got a national fan base.
Yeah.
So, it should be interesting. But, that's just connecting.
And Utah is sitting there going, it doesn't matter what we do because we lost the head-to-head with BYU and they're one slot in front of us. So
and they lost to Tech.
Yeah. So Utah's kind of in no man's land, even though they're at number 12, and those are the only 2 losses.
And Tech's not going to lose. Their final game of the season is against West Virginia, so they're going to take care of the Mountaineers.
Man, what about those years? Didn't they have a lead late at ASU last week and
they
blew
had
it?
A big lead. Well, not a big lead, a 1-point lead, and they went for the 2-pointer, make it 3, and missed, and then Arizona State. But I don't want to run through that again. But it is what it is.
Yeah. Yeah. We got to take a break. College football playoffs. Man, what is your favorite reaction? I was trying to get reactions out of people this morning. Like, the committee, are they even watching, Paul?
I think they are.
I feel like Utah and BYU fans were not happy last night.
Mark Harlan is a member of the committee now.
Yeah.
He was appointed as well. So that is beneficial for some of the Big 12 schools, I would think, with his eye on Utah and BYU and the conference as a whole. So I think that helps to have another voice on the committee.
Yeah.
So
can't hurt.
Yeah, it can't hurt. It can't hurt.
Can't hurt. Definitely not. All right, got to take a break. But before we do, let's get a contestant. We need to give away a turkey or a gift card.
Yeah.
We don't want to shoot any blanks today. We've got the Palmer Litigation folks, the folks at Digby's Market that have teamed up with us to have a little fun and give away some turkeys. It's really easy to play. You call the hotline right now. Finley Hyundai hotline is 435-990-9950. And then you got to say shoot to stop the wheel, and it'll stop on a prize. If it's the turkey gobble sound effect, you win the turkey. If it's another farm animal, you still win a $10 gift certificate. There is one blank on there, but we haven't found it yet. So we're just having some fun with the turkey shoot from our friends at Digby's Market and Palmer Litigation. 435. We need a caller right now. We want to do it before we got to get to a break. So call me quickly here. 435-990-9950. Are you reaching for your phone in your car?
Come on.
Keep your left hand on the steering wheel as you grab your... Or maybe you should save us and say,
Siri.
hey, Siri, call the Fan Sports Network. Maybe you should save us in your speed dial.
That's right.
Easy way.
In your Fab Five or whatever they call it now, your favorites.
We talked about the Fab Five the other day.
Yeah.
Would I be in? I wouldn't be in yours. That's right. Got kids, wife, so I'd be on right on the outside looking in.
Yeah.
But it's okay. It looks like. Oh no.
Yeah, we do. We've got a call.
We got a caller.
yeah.
Yeah, we got a caller. Well, I'm trying to think where I would rank you in my phone in my hierarchy of.
There you go.
Yeah, and you'd be up there, but you'd probably not in the top 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
Let's go to the phone lines and do the turkey shoot. Who's this? What's your name? Thanks for hitting us up this morning. How we doing?
Good. It's Skylar.
Skylar, what's going on? All right, you have one job, Skylar. You say shoot. That's it. Can you handle that?
Let's do it.
All right, listen closely.
Shoot.
Oh, the turkey's back. The turkey is back. You got a Thanksgiving turkey. Come to the station, pick up your gift certificate, Skylar. Congratulations, buddy.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
I appreciate it. Yep, that's how it works. Man, I thought I was. What farm animal did we have yet? Was it a cow?
I think it was a lion.
Was it a
'cause that was
lion?
the only
Like a
sound effect
roar or
I could
something?
find.
You don't
Yeah.
eat lion.
Yeah.
I know, but big game hunters, they hunt them sometimes. Yeah.
Skylar has got a turkey for Thanksgiving. Compliments of Palmer Litigation and Digby's Market. We'll take the break. We'll be right back. I'm still not done with the college football playoff committee, Paulie. Welcome back to the show, everybody. Show this morning brought to you by Jimmy John's. We're always looking for highlights, and basketball starts tomorrow.
Yeah.
And so we'll start getting some basketball highlights coming your way. We still want your submissions. So as you're getting out there and the kids are playing, Border League or junior jazz or youth basketball or girls or boys or any other winter sport, we want your home videos. Submit them right on our website, thefansportsnetwork.com.
That's right.
And if we use your video on our social media, we're going to give you a $100 gift card to Jimmy John's for submitting it. So thank you. Keep those submissions coming. I mean, when you look at Notre Dame, they roll out this new guy because the head of the committee is on leave, this Hunter Yurachek.
Yeah.
And he goes loaded up with all these talking points on Notre Dame and Miami, and he starts comparing the losses of those two teams. And it kind of just screwed me up in my faith in the college football playoffs. I mean, he's the Arkansas athletic director, and he's asked to do the unimaginable. He's supposed to go defend the committee's ranking of number 9 Notre Dame ahead of number 13 Miami. And that's hard to do because Miami, of course, beat Notre Dame in the season opener for both teams. I mean, and why is there such a wide gap? They both have the same amount of losses in the head-to-head. That doesn't make sense to anybody, Paulie. Does the committee even watch football?
Yeah, that's.
I mean, the only selling point Yurachek has that you kind of go, okay, is Miami lost to 2 unranked teams and Notre Dame lost to 2 ranked teams. Okay. But doesn't head-to-head matter more than who else you lose to? I mean, I know when I'm doing my Dirty Dozen every week, my NFL power rankings just for the fun of it, head-to-head matters to me.
Yeah, it does. I think it matters.
Head-to-head, I mean, if they're real close to 6 or 7 or 8, I look at the head-to-head, and that's the tiebreaker. It's not that complicated. So, oh man, and BYU and Utah fans are just like the Big 12 fans are like, there could be an argument to be made, Paulie, that Texas Tech should be the number 4 team, not 5. I mean, what else do the Red Raiders need to prove? They had a last-second loss to Arizona State.
Yes.
A game
With
that their starting quarterback was out. Thank you. We're thinking the same. Mm-hmm. I don't know if the committee doesn't look at that. Do they not know that?
They were on
their
third stringer. Even Hammond got hurt in that game. So they were on their third stringer, and they almost won. They made a late charge. I don't know. That's probably the sticking point for the committee is that loss to the 7-3 Sun Devils, who have had not the year that everyone expected. So.
Yeah, and look, Utah doesn't get much help. Arizona State barely beats West Virginia. Utah's losses are to Tech and BYU. I don't know. There's BYU, which beat Utah, but lost by 22 to Texas Tech. But when Arizona beats Baylor this weekend and goes to 8-3, the Wildcats will enter the poll to support the BYU ranking. So there's this whole shell game that's going on right now, and I'm not that optimistic right now that BYU or Utah will get in. I just don't see a path for Utah. BYU wins out, they're in. And it doesn't seem likely with the way the Texas Tech game goes. So, a little frustrating with the college football playoffs, but once you get the 12 set, the games last year were tremendous.
You got to want more at-larges for the Big 12. I mean,
you should get 2 from the Big 12.
Get 2.
Out of the 12?
Still a Power 4 league.
100%.
And the ACC is saying the same thing. The Big 10 and the SEC are the only ones getting fat and happy here.
Yep. So. Yep. Hour 1 in the books. Probably not done with this topic. We'll hit it up again coming up. Hour number 2. Stay with us. It's The Drive on the Fan Sports Network. hour number 2. Sports fans, thank you so much for locking us in, loading us up. It is The Drive. We love talking sports with you. Here we go. Rev up another hour or 2. Paul, you ready?
I'm ready, baby.
Tara, do you believe, Paulie, that he is ready?
He's been ready, yeah.
He's been fired
He's been
up
very
today.
energetic this morning.
All right.
Very energetic.
Yes,
Very,
I have.
Very. I don't know why. Let's get you what is trending. We call it our top 8 at 8. It's brought to you this morning by our friends at Prime IV, who have Black Friday deals all month long. So if you've been hearing me talk about Prime IV, I go there. My kids have been there. My wife loves it. Paulie's had it before. Tara loves it. We all love Prime IV. They have so many deals. I'm not going to run through them all with you. You got to go. You want a beauty boost package? Go get it. You want something for recovery? Go get it. And lean on them and their expertise to point you in the right direction. Make a great gift. Depends on what you're looking for, what your activities are, what you're trying to accomplish. So go check it out. Prime IV on Riverside Drive. Stop on by for their Black Friday deals, or you can go to the website. You can see all their specials good all month long. But when they're gone, they're gone. You got about 11 days left in the month of November to take advantage. PrimeIVSTG.com. Let's do it. Yeah, longest running. How do you feel about that, Paul? You're part of the longest running sports talk show in town. Does that make you feel aged and wiser?
It does. Yeah, I feel wise.
Okay.
Maybe aged. It is not wiser.
It is a fact. We are
Just correcting me there. Yeah, not wiser.
Yep, we are the longest running show in town, and here we go. Let's start with the local stuff here. Jazz were beat on the road last night. They have a home and home, so they'll be back at the Delta Center for a rematch, but they lose to the Lakers last night in Hollywood, 140-125. Keontae George led the way for the Jazz with 33. Lowry had 31, and isn't it a home and home with the Lakers? Check the schedule. I could be wrong on that. I thought they did.
Take a look.
But my notes, I put the Thunder down as their next game on Friday. So I don't know why I said that. I swear I saw that, and now I'm double guessing my notes. So,
Jazz, it doesn't look like play Wednesday.
well, Wednesday was yesterday. They did play yesterday.
No,
Today's
today's
Wednesday.
Today's
What day is
Wednesday,
today?
buddy.
Today
Yeah.
is hump day.
Hump day!
That's right. Yeah.
We've all forgotten what day it is.
Well, I remembered, but here we go. Thursday, they don't play either.
So Friday, OKC is the next game.
It is the Thunder
Okay.
in the NBA Cup group play.
Okay. So Jazz will move on to the reigning champs in the NBA Cup. That's going to be tough.
Yeah. 14-1 OKC Thunder. Pretty good record.
Mammoth fall to the Sharks in OT last night, Paulie, in a game you won. That is their third straight game. They've went to overtime. They lose 3-2 on the road.
Yeah, the coach had a great quote. Andre Torgany, he said, we're undefeated in regulation.
Farini, but yeah.
All right, Torini. I know you're big on the pronunciation with that.
What
but-
did you say, Torgay?
Torgany.
Torgany?
I mean, it said
Andre, I'm sorry. I'm apologizing for
Andre.
Paul right now.
Tornay?
Torini.
I've heard it
Torini?
said a lot of ways, but I'm not going to get in the weeds with the pronunciation this morning.
I mean,
but
we could revisit that if you'd like, but
I know we could revisit it on multiple things.
I think Paul just added to his blooper roll with that one, according to
Yeah,
TA.
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be.
Paterka had 2 goals, though, in the third. Did I say it right? Did I say Paterka correctly?
Did he make it through
He
the
did
wire?
make-
Okay.
yes.
Okay.
That was correct.
Celebrini had a hat trick, though, on the other
Yes.
side.
Yeah. Unfortunately for the Mammoth, the
Yeah.
last one came pretty early in overtime, and
We
did
got
him
that
in.
clip on that hat trick. We got to show a hat trick, don't we? Do
we don't. I
have
don't
it?
think we have his
Okay.
hat trick now.
No worries.
Well, I do have a clip. Let me.
That's OT. That's it.
Yeah, this is it. Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
I'm actually.
Oh, so Tara did have it.
I
She was
did have
holding the
it. I
goods
was
on us.
doubting myself, but
Okay. Let's play a little hat trick for our listeners waking up with us at 8:04 on a
all right,
Wednesday.
Here we go.
Pretty good call. Shark Tank's fired up.
The Shark Tank has not been that lit in the last couple of seasons, has it?
Well, I mean, they got a good reason to. Last 14 games for Macklin Celebrini. Goes by Mac, of course.
Yeah.
11 goals, 13 assists, 24 points, 2 hat tricks, and the Sharks are 9-4-1 in that time period. So we might have the inklings here of the next mega star in the NHL.
Oh, absolutely. He's
yeah.
the fourth teenager in NHL history with 30 points for their first 20 games, joining Wayne Gretzky 2 times, Sidney Crosby, and Mario Lemieux.
That's pretty elite company.
Yeah, that's big time.
Remember the name, Max Celebrini. He gonna be a star.
Yeah, he is.
And
probably already is.
The Sharks are a lot better. They've been the doormat of the West, and they are actually relevant this year.
Anaheim Ducks making a surge.
Well, they
some
were
of these
pretty good
teams,
last year.
Some of these teams that have struggled.
Yeah, that's true. They have had a few years of down years in the rebuild mode.
I consider no playoffs in a sport where 16 teams make the playoffs. Half the league gets in.
I would agree with that.
So you're struggling if you don't make the playoffs.
100%.
So
Other news: Knights win last night, 3-2. Nice get right game. Knights have been getting points in overtime, kind of like the Utah Mammoth, but they haven't been winning games. It was nice to see the defense really show up against the Rangers. A lot of Rangers at T-Mobile last night down in Las Vegas, and late goal. They went empty net, 2-time score. One of them had a furious finish to try to tie it, but the Vegas Knights hold on for a 3-2 victory. A much-needed win for the VGK last night, and 2 defensemen scored for the VGK. And Schmid, out of their 9 wins, Schmid in net has 8 of them, Paulie.
That's amazing that they're getting that good a goaltending play from their backup goalie at this stage of the season. But how about this? On Hockey Fights Cancer Night, cancer survivor Shea Theodore scores his 2nd goal of the season. How about this one? This was the one that put them up for good, 3-1 lead at this point.
25 seconds on the power play. Theodore, wrist shot. Score!
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, it was pretty.
Shea Theodore up
That was great.
and he's going to go glove
And with
side.
Pietrangelo out for the season, they need Shea to be great. They really do. He is the KG veteran of that defense, and they need and Howden and McNabb and the White Cloud. They've got other guys, but Shea is the biggest name on that unit, and. And 2 goals from the defense really helped out last night. They limited the shots. I think the shots were like 14 until they started pulling the goalie late, and then the Rangers got a bunch of shots late. But for most of that game, they had held the Rangers to just 14 shots, which is incredible defense in a hockey game.
Yeah, I think Schmidt only had like 17 saves or something like that.
And a lot of the 3 of them were in that furious rally at the end. So over the course of the game, they were pretty stingy defensively last night. Jazz lose to the Lakers 140-126, squander a first half lead. They get outscored by 15 in the third quarter. We mentioned that. College football playoffs released. We do have a clip from Kalani. The latest college football playoff rankings were released on Tuesday. BYU and Utah both rose just 1 spot on the poll. They're now 11th BYU, 12th Utah respectively. Both teams in action Saturday. Cougars will play Cincinnati. Big Noon will be there. And the Utes will host K-State. So those are the matchups this week. They both got to win and see what happens in front of them and hope that they can move up in the rankings next week. Here is Kalani. Some honest response here, I thought, from Kalani yesterday when he was asked about where they sit in the college football playoff rankings.
No, when I say I don't really pay attention to it, I know it exists, guys. I'm not dumb. I know all the stuff that's out there. I know what people are saying in the metrics and analytics and the style points and all that stuff. My focus isn't on that. So I understand everything that's out there. I got to be focused on what we can control, which is playing football and the preparation today. That's what I got to focus on. So it's nice that we're in the mix and that people are recognizing what we do, but what does that matter if we don't go 1-0 this weekend? So my focus and what I'm trying to keep the team focused on is the stuff that we can control. I know one thing, we go out there and play at our best, and I like our chances. But until then, I'm not going to sit here and campaign and waste my energy on stuff that I can't control. I don't know all the other people's schedule. I can't speak as an expert on everything because I don't know what everybody's done and what everybody's played. All I know is in my view of what I'm controlling with this team and what we have on our schedule, especially this week, that if we take care of business, and you to do things one step at a time, then things should work out in your favor, and that's what I'm banking on happening, and that's what I want these guys to be focused on. It's hard to talk about 3 weeks from now when you can't even control what you're doing right now with everybody else. Let's just go play the game, be at our best, and then see what happens next week.
I like the mentality.
Yeah.
Pretty much see where the chips fall and where you are when the dust settles, basically,
Right.
is what he's saying. I mean, if they win their games, they're going to be in the Big 12 title game. I mean, that's the sure thing. The only way they can fall out is if they lose the final game. So, I mean, I think that Utah is nipping on their heels. They obviously are wanting a loss. They want a chance at Texas Tech again. Everybody wants their shot. So I think Kalani's got the right mentality here. Just kind of take it day by day.
Well, he's not lobbying though.
Don't need
He's
to.
just say we're focused
He has no
on us.
control over it, so
But he does control winning out.
he does.
That's right.
the
It's
only
his
control.
control.
The team of it, or his players.
And Paulie didn't
Right.
like it when I brought that up and said, nope, there's only one team in the Big 12 and it's Texas Tech. So he's already just made every BYU fan feel like there's no hope for the rest of the season.
All right. I'm just saying that you got to eventually meet the number one team in the conference. To win out, you've got to win the Big 12 title game. If you want talking win out in the regular season, oh, yeah, I believe you there.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I just don't know.
Was it a statement win for TCU the way they handed it to him last week? It's a 6-3 team.
Big win. I mean, they hammered them.
Bear looked as good as he had all season long.
Yes.
Against that defense. And the Horned Frogs, I mean, they were in the playoffs just not too long ago. They're not
were
the same
in
team.
the 4-team playoff.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was an amazing year for them, but how far they've fallen. But it's just interesting for BYU. Like, you're matched up. You're looking, every fan looks ahead. I look ahead. You look ahead. Everybody looks ahead. I mean, the next couple games, they're going to win. They're going to be in the Big 12 title game. You know, how are they going to get prepared to match up better this time? You know, that's got to be the quest from now till then. Getting yourself ready from game to game and building and getting more momentum towards the Texas Tech game. Because they came out flat in Lubbock. They looked awful. They fumbled a punt in the first quarter, let Texas Tech score to the first score of the game. Like, they were just up against it from the start. Like, what are they going to do to improve their chances? Because for me, in the books, I think they're going to put them at an 8 to 10 point dog in that game. So what are they going to do to change the perception, to play better, to have a shot to beat that team that literally dismantled you 29-7? That's what I want to know. Is that are they going to get better these next couple weeks and build to a crescendo where they are ready to play Tech and give them a game? That's what I want, because I think every BYU fan that's listening right now can say confidently
They were not
in their
close in
car
that
they were
first
not
matchup.
ready for that game.
They were not
and,
close.
And Kalani did not have them ready to play.
Yeah.
He did not. So they got to be ready to play the next time around.
Yeah, I didn't love the
matchup.
play calling offensively.
Yeah, you were critical of that.
I was.
Of Roderick.
And, I thought it was too conservative.
Yeah.
And look, maybe that was by design. I would have loved to have been in the team meetings all that week. I'd love to be in them with the adjustments if they do get another shot. And right now, it looks very doable that they can get another shot.
It looks
and that's
real
all you can
likely.
ask for if you're and as a BYU fan right now.
Yeah.
There is a path for the Cougars to make the college football playoffs and prove that they belong in the top 12 in the country.
Yeah.
That's good enough for me right now. I still don't love the respect. I still don't love some of the 2-loss teams. I don't understand the committee's viewpoint on a couple teams. But at the end of the day, we'll live with it and we'll move on.
Cincinnati and UCF stand between BYU and an 11-1 season.
Yeah. And if you would have told me 11-1, I would have said that probably gets them in. I know the schedule was really weak the first 4 weeks of the season, and the gauntlet was in the middle of the season.
That's right.
But with just a one loss, I thought the Big 12 schedule, I didn't know K-State and Kansas, West Virginia, TCU. I didn't know the teams that were supposed to be, Iowa State's even struggled a little bit more than normal. Mm-hmm. The conference is just not getting a respect as a whole as a football conference this year.
It's not a good conference this year. I mean,
you put Utah and Miami, you put BYU and Notre Dame on a neutral field.
It's just Utah, BYU, and Tech.
I know.
I mean, that's really the league this year. There's no Kansas State. There's no Iowa State. There's no Oklahoma State is horrifically bad.
Fired
Mike Gundy. West Virginia's in a rebuild.
Yeah.
Like, it is a different Big 12 this year.
Couple other headlines. Utah Tech busy week for the Trailblazers. Basketball will have just their second home game of the season against Noble University. We'll have it for you Friday night, 7 o'clock. So they had 7 games in the first 13 days of the season, like a gauntlet. 3-4 record right now. So not the worst thing. Competitive in the Arizona State game, really competitive in the Hawaii game. Only lost by 6. So saw them win a couple overtime games. One in double OT. Beat South Dakota. Beat Missouri Valley. So Mississippi Valley. We'll see Nova University on Friday night. Football team senior day. Saturday noon pregame, 1:00 kickoff. Eastern Kentucky coming in. Chance for the Trailblazers to end the season on a high note and pick up their third win, which would be a triple up from last season, where they won just 1 game. And then they played 7 ranked teams again this season.
Yeah.
SUU is on a hot streak. They won 5 in a row. They go on the road to finish up their UAC conference slate. Where are they at? North Alabama?
Yes.
And then, let's see, other local headlines. Media Day today for high school basketball. That'll be this afternoon. You can tune in right around 4:30, and we will have that for you. We're going to break it down by teams. You can watch the whole thing, or you can go to your favorite teams. We'll have a recap with our preseason poll, our preseason rankings, which is a combined media and coaches poll. So that's going to be a lot of fun this afternoon. We're going to be hosting select players and all 7 coaches from Region 9. And we'll be breaking it down for everybody and previewing the upcoming season. And the season starts tomorrow with the Desert Hills Thunder has a tournament in town this weekend, and Pineview has the Coach Walk Classic, which has historically been the last weekend before Christmas, but they've moved that to the last weekend before Thanksgiving due to the condensed schedule and getting teams to come and play in that tournament. So Cedar, Canyon View, Snow Canyon, Dixie, and Pineview are all playing in that Coach Walk Classic. Crimson and Desert Hills are playing in the Desert Hills hosted tournament. So it should be a fun. And Hurricane is playing in the Coach Walk Classic as well. Although Pineview and Hurricane both lost a game, Orem pulled out, which is a bummer because I think they're like a 12th or 13th ranked team in the all classification top 20 poll, according to the Des News. So they will not be coming down from the last that I heard. Any other headlines we missed on a Wednesday morning?
I don't think so. Nothing that is too pressing.
Duke won last night. Michigan State won in those State Farm Coaches Classic tournament games at Madison Square Garden. Boozer was great in the Duke win. Both Boozers were good for that matter. And Kentucky was not great last night. And we had some Mark Pope comments earlier in the show, and he was very candid saying, hey, that'll be the last time that we don't have the organization dialed in and ready to go. I don't think he liked what he saw from his guys last night. And Michigan State shot the lights out.
They did. They shot 50% from the field and 3.
Yep.
So it's pretty hard to beat a team that does that.
Yep. All right, that's your top 8 today. We'll take a break. We're off and running. Before we take a break, though, let's get another caller on the hotline here. And let's do the turkey shoot. Try to give you a turkey to Digby's Market, Palmer Litigation, Digby's Market, teaming up with us. It's very easy to compete. All you have to do is pick up your phone right now, get it out of your pocket, call the Fan Sports Network studio hotline, 435-990-9950. 435-990-9950. Should you call in right now, which we hope you do, and we're just going to take the first caller, so do it quickly, 435-990-9950. You're going to have a chance to win a free turkey from Digby's. If you hear the gobble, if you hear the farm, any other farm animal, you win a $10 gift certificate to Digby's. If you hear a double-barrel shotgun, it is a blank, and you're shooting blanks. Your 12 gauge is shooting blanks. You don't get anything. But we haven't had that happen very often.
All right, we've got a caller.
Let's go to the phone lines. Good morning. What's your name?
This is the Dirty Turkey. No, this is DT.
DT.
How are you, Dev?
Good, man. How's things been going?
Hey, just killing it, coaching football and loving life.
I love it, man. I love it. Thanks for hitting us up. All right, you have one job. All you have to do is stop the spinning wheel when you want it to stop. There's about 5 turkeys on there. There's 6 or 7 gift cards, and there's 1 blank on this wheel. And so you just say shoot when you're ready, okay?
All righty, we're ready.
Here we go.
Stop.
Oh my gosh! First of all, he said stop, not shoot. Second of all, that sounds like Winnie the Pig.
Yeah.
That's a pig. That's a $10 gift certificate, correct? He got a $10. Yep. DT, you got a $10 gift certificate to Digby's Market. How about that?
Hey, thanks, brother.
Yeah, put it towards a turkey at least. DT, come pick up your prize. All right, got to take a break. We're back in a flash. It's The Drive. How we feeling, sports fans? DT, thanks for hitting us up. He just won a gift certificate to Digby's Market. We'll do the turkey shoot one more time before the end of the show. Don't let me forget TA.
All right.
I'm glad TA's back. Then I don't have to remember by myself.
Yeah.
Paulie's no help.
No, not in the memory department.
No.
Never. Yeah,
Oh,
that's
my
right.
goodness. Next BYU basketball game is 2 o'clock Friday against Wisconsin. Top 25 matchup there.
Yeah.
Wisconsin 4-0, BYU, of course, 3-1 after losing to UConn. And boy, oh boy, going to be fun to see how that game plays out. And Kibikata left the game last week against UConn. We got the DUI situation on the other starter. KY's kind of got himself a little bit of a storyline or 3 going on right now with the tough preseason schedule for BYU basketball. Meanwhile, the big storyline for the football team might be the freshman rankings.
Yeah, I'd say this article on ESPN.com, Billy Tucker wrote it out.
Billy, your good buddy Billy. You love Billy Tucker.
Bill. Yeah, he does a good job, and he's got about 20 of the best freshmen from around the country, and he kind of goes every which way trying to find the best young bucks out there in college football. And, you don't have to go long on the list to find none other than the Bear Bachmeier, number 2 freshman in the country. The Bear is roaring, and he is, they got a nice little summation of his play this season. 79.5 QBR, ranks 15th among all college quarterbacks. And this is where it gets into where I was wrong, and I want to admit this right now. It takes a big man to admit when he's wrong. And they go into the Jake Retzlaff transfer the summer that was, at BYU to Tulane. And, they talk about how Bear was kind of thrust into the starting job. It was McKay Hillstead. It was Bear battling. And we were kind of thinking maybe Hillstead might have the lead. We didn't really know this true freshman was going to take the reins of the BYU offense and lead them to, what's looking like the best season since the national championship season in 1984. So pretty amazing year that a freshman has put together. The only freshman that Billy Tucker ranks ahead of him is Malachi Toney of the Miami Hurricanes, who looks to be one of the best receivers, not only a freshman in the country, at any level, any class. So pretty big honors and accolades for the Bear, though. Pretty cool to see him ranked number 2 amongst all freshmen in the country.
Yeah, I mean, not a lot of freshmen starting.
Yeah.
In today's college football, you got so many guys that are 3 and 4 stars that were overlooked, that have jumped in, are new faces and new places with the transfer portal, with the NIL. There's just not he's got a list of 20 guys, but it's not a list of 50 guys, right? So look, to have Bear at number 2, I actually think you could make a pretty compelling case for him at number 1. Sure, you got one receiver from Miami there, but BYU is higher than them in the playoff football rankings.
Yeah,
BYU has just as good a shot as Miami to make the college football. I would say the top 12.
Yeah, there's a compelling case. The only thing
Miami's playing good right now too.
Tony's side is he leads all freshmen in snaps, targets, and receptions. And he was just a 3-star recruit, this Malachi Toney. Kind of undervalued, kind of overlooked, but he has proven to be a really, really, really good player. And I'm not saying Bear isn't, but it's kind of that number 1 spot. I think it's hard.
The only thing that holds him out of that number 1 spot is he stumbled against Texas Tech. If Bear beats Texas Tech in Lubbock,
they'd be up there.
He would be number 1.
Yes.
But he lost 29-7. They only scored 7 points.
I would agree.
He's the quarterback.
Yeah.
He bouncced back nicely, though. 296. He had 59 yards and a touchdown on the ground. His running ability is great. His moxie is great. It's his downfield passing that still got to improve a little bit. I thought the double overtime win against Arizona was a gutsy effort from him. Look, 79.5 QBR is 15th among all college quarterbacks, and he's a freshman. So, pretty good stuff. And you were wrong. Did I hear an admission there?
Yes, I thought.
Tara, did you record that?
I did. Yes.
We got to put that we got to email that to Cade for a promo.
There we go.
That's got to go on the promo. Paul admitting he was wrong. That is a rarity.
Yeah, even though Tulane and Jake are having a good year, they're 8-2, probably going to be a playoff team if they win out of the G5. But to say that Bear hasn't done better than Jake last year, if you're going year to year, that is. The year that was last year was amazing for BYU, but it fizzled late. The Kansas loss and the back-to-back losses, and you end up in the Alamo Bowl. I don't feel like the Alamo Bowl is the destination for this BYU team. Even if they don't make the playoff, they're still going to get a New Year's Six type style bowl, I think, being as how this season has transpired.
As long as they get in the Big 12 title game and have a better performance than the first matchup.
Yeah, I think even
it's a rematch.
If they make the Big 12 title game, there's no guarantee they'll make the playoff, but there pretty much is a guarantee they'll be in the Fiesta or the one of those bowls that's not a playoff bowl.
Jake's QBR 79.1, Retzlaff 79.5. So just QBR a little bit higher for Bear.
Yeah.
It's made BYU fans forget about Retzlaff.
Oh, yeah.
For the majority of them.
Yeah,
and Retzlaff, only 12 touchdowns, 4 interceptions this season. It's not like he's just dialing up touchdown after touchdown. 12-4, 2,195 yards is what Retzlaff has thrown for.
I know. I think that 12-4, that's a little misleading because
he was hurt.
His rushing stats are a lot of his statistics as well. I'm trying to find his rushing stats on the season, but he's a more prolific rusher than even Bear is. He
rushing at BYU,
557 rushing yards and 11 touchdowns for Retzlaff.
Yeah.
So that's a big infusion of offense there on the ground.
Yeah. No. I mean, right now, Tulane would get into the college football playoffs.
They would.
And he's your starting quarterback.
He is. So, I mean, yes, I think Bear has been better for BYU, and I think it's been a good fit for Jake. It's kind of like in trade and pro sports where both teams kind of benefit. It's mutually beneficial. So Tulane's benefited from having Jake, and BYU's benefited from moving on and going with Bear. So I don't think anyone's really hurt in this whole thing. I think everyone's benefited from it.
Anybody else that stands out on this list as the top 20 freshmen after, almost 3 months of college football action?
Yeah.
How about number 4, Paul? On the list.
The tough pronunciation.
Let's hear it.
Yeah, let's hear it, Paul.
Let's hear it.
You want me to try it?
Yeah, let's hear it.
Well, I've gone away from the list, so that's the only problem here. But we're trying to navigate back.
It's bookmarked on Twitter.
Oh, that's right. That's right. That's right.
The Cal Golden Bells quarterback, Jaron.
Oh, no, I see it now.
Yeah.
Jaron Kawe Sagapolatilili.
Wow.
I think that's as close as I'm going to get. I'd probably call him JKS if I was calling his game.
There you go.
That's probably smart.
Yeah, it is. Because I think a lot of people have bought. That's harder than Iamaliva or whatever Nico's last name is.
Yeah.
Lamaliva.
Sagapolitelli.
Sagapolitelli. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Sagapolu. There's a U in there, Telly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sagapolutelli.
All right.
So
I guess.
There you go. Have fun
Great
with that one.
But he's a freshman,
A
too.
for
Yeah.
effort.
Yeah.
Maryland's quarterback, number 6, Malik Washington.
He's good.
Yes.
I like Malik.
Bryce Underwood, Michigan's quarterback.
Yeah,
number 7 and 6 and 7. Sorry. So Bears ahead of Maryland and Michigan's freshman quarterback, which that says something.
Right.
And Maryland started out 5-0 with that freshman Malik Washington, but now they've lost like 5 straight games. So he, like you said, if Bear and BYU are undefeated, he's the number 1 freshman far and away. But I think just because of that loss, it kind of takes him down a notch behind Tony.
Yeah. Yep. Good stuff. All right, got to take a break. If you want to go see that full list, it's out on ESPN.com. The top 20 freshmen in college football over the first couple months of the season. We'll get a message in from our sponsors. Show today brought to you by our friends at Wilkinson's House of Lighting, St. George Tent Shop. And now's a great time to get your tent on your windows for they get you in quick over there, and you'll be all ready for that sunshine through the winter and into the spring. If you get a new ride, make sure and stop by St. George Tent Shop and deck it out. And they're kind of a one-stop shop because they've got Color Country custom coating right there at the same location. So anything paint related, permanent coating. I got to get my boat over there to get it refinished. Got some paint fading on the back of the boat. So I got to get it over there this winter to see JC at Color Country Custom Coating. If you need paint on anything, vehicle, side-by-side, boat, whatever, JC's your guy over there. St. George Tent Shop, Color Country Custom Coating. They got you covered with everything to make it look its best. We'll take the break. We'll be back in a flash on The Drive on a Wednesday. Wednesday, we would be diving deep in a state championship football preview, getting ready for a potential game up at Rice-Eccles Stadium. But this is the first year. We had to check this, Paulie. Mm-hmm. Get this. This is the first year that I have not called a state championship game since 2007. I was talking to somebody yesterday, and they're like, oh, I guess you're not going up to do the state championship games. And I'm like, I know, and I can't even remember the last time I didn't go up.
Yeah.
Like every year we go up for a state championship. I mean, Crimson's won the last two, right? They're back-to-back state championship winners. They won it in 23 and 24. D Hills won it in 2022 with Rick Barry as the head coach, who's now been helping us on the broadcast. 2021 we had Snow Canyon. I mean, Pineview won it in 2019. We had Pineview was the runner-up. 2018, Dixie was the runner-up. Dixie was the runner-up in 17 as well. Mm-hmm. Pineview was the runner-up in 16. Dixie won the state title in 14 and 15 when they were 3A. Desert Hills won it over Pineview when we were 3A in 2013. That was Carl Frankie winning that state championship with the Sewell boys. I mean, you got to go back to almost 18 years ago, Paulie. The last time we didn't go up to Rice-Eccles and do a state championship football game. And I feel like I got a little FOMO going for tomorrow.
Yeah.
There you go.
I really do, because I love going up there and watching all the state championship games, the 4A, the 5A, the 6A. And not necessary. And you and I, we were all talking about going up to the Knights and Mammoth game Wednesday night.
Yes.
And then doing that game. And we just needed Crimson to beat Green Canyon last week. And Green Canyon played a great game. And they found a way. And they beat Crimson 24-21. And so Green Canyon and Ridgeline for all the marbles in 4A this year. It's weird. It's weird to think about that.
It is a little different this year, of course.
That'll be your 11 o'clock game. That'll be your 11 o'clock game. It'll be that 4A championship game. And I know there'll still be some diehard high school football fans that check that game out. I know Rick Barry's still going up to watch the state championship games. He told me that yesterday. We were chatting for a minute. He's still going up to watch it. But, man, it's not the same. And then you got, Orem and Springville colliding in that intriguing 5A state championship. And then you've got... Corner Canyon going for the 3P, and they'll be taking on Lone Peak in the 6A championship game. So those will be the matchups. Of course, 3A, Cedar won it last week. We had Ty Hyatt on the show yesterday. They had a party all weekend like never before in Cedar City, didn't they?
Yeah, they did. It sounded like it was the party to end all parties out there.
Yeah. The flatbed truck, the fire trucks, all the former football players in the community.
Wow.
Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Whoo! We got our high school media day today. How fired up are you? Have you finished your ranking, Jeff?
That's what I was doing. I was about to get on my phone.
I've seen you in the commercial breaks kind of paying attention to something over there.
I'm 4 players away on my my preseason first team. So, I just need a few more guys. I'm nearing the end. I've got all my teams ordered. I'm completing my all-region preseason team.
For what it's worth, the Des News has put out their 4A previews, and they predict this will be interesting by this afternoon, because I'm always fascinated. We always have a wrinkle or two, because the coaches vote for the Des News, but you can't vote for your own team.
Yes.
Okay, and it's just the coaches. And so it's what do the other coaches think of you? We don't do it that way. We take all the media and all the coaches, and you can vote for yourself in our pool. Because if you really want to sandbag and you want to put your team last and fly under the radar, you can. If you want to put your team first and you think you're going to win the Region 9 title, you can. We it's America. You choose. There's no rules or limitations. And so the Des News has Pineview 1, Dixie 2, Crimson 3, Hurricane 4, Snow Canyon 5, D Hills 6, and Cedar 7. That's the way it played out according to just the coaches, and that you can't vote for yourself. Okay. So everybody predicting Pat Amico and the Pineview Panthers, according to Des News, they were 17-9 last year.
Yes.
They were tied for second in the region. They went 8-4.
Had a great playoff run, though.
RPI was number 10, had a run, lost to Payson in the quarterfinals, 52-48, winnable game there.
Yeah, it was a heartbreaker.
It was a tough one.
But they got Ojegba, Schmidt, Ranson back. Nate Teller played a lot. So they do have some guys back that have a good core. And Dixie, Ty Roberts, this will be his 8th year taking over at Dixie. They're picked second. Last year, 18-8, tied for second. They went 8-4 in region as well. Lost to Green Canyon in the 4A semis. So the semis did not go well last year because Dixie lost to Green Canyon.
That's right.
And then, Crimson got knocked out by Pineview in the second round. They're picked third. And then Hurricane got to Payson in the semis and then lost 63-58. Payson came roaring back at the end and knocked them out. And just a crazy sequence on all that played out.
Yeah.
We're submitted.
Wow.
Got it done.
Wow.
We're in before the bell, baby.
There you go.
Saved by the bell.
There you go. So, going to be fun. That'll be this afternoon. Tune in on the radio. Go to our website. Links will be up on our YouTube page. You'll be able to watch and hear from select players. Each team bringing 3-4 guys, and then all 7 coaches will be joining us. We'll have the preseason polls. We're gonna have we've sent it out to the Region 9 girls basketball coaches as well, just to see if we can get preseason combined media and coaches poll for the girls.
Yeah.
And get you some details on that at the end as well. A lot of people have asked me, "Hey, why can't you do media day for all sports?" And I would literally love to. But where do you start and where do you stop? I mean, I don't know if people realize, like, you think it's pretty easy. You show up, but you got to get, players, and you got to build graphics, and you got to have a venue, and you got to have, personnel, and there's setup, and there's takedown. And to do that for volleyball, lacrosse, soccer, wrestling, boys and girls basketball, football, golf. Like, if I start trying, one year we did it for the girls basketball, and I actually got more people upset with me than people that were excited that we did that. So we try to cover as much of the local sports scene as we can, but it's just impossible for us to do every single sport as a media day. The fact that we're doing any high school media days, I think, is what is fantastic. Is we do football, we do basketball, and we do baseball. We do the big 3 that we broadcast. Yeah. I know, girls sports is important. I would love to do volleyball, softball, girls soccer, but can we just stop there? Or then is the lacrosse team going to be upset? We didn't do them, and the golf team, and the swim team, and then go on into the tennis team, and it's just like, where do you start and stop? We cannot do.
We try to still show love, like bring them into the studio and kind of talk to some of the teams and stuff.
We broadcast that girls soccer semifinal from Greater Zion Stadium.
Yeah, on
KSL, helped out, teamed up on that. We did a softball game last spring. We've done volleyball games in the past. We try to. I would rather get out and do a broadcast than a media day anyway.
A media day, right?
Yeah, personally. But I'm all fired up for today. All right, we got to take another break, but I want to do another turkey shoot. So let's get another contestant on the phone. Paulie's doing some turkey hand gesture.
I don't know what that was.
Yeah, that's what he.
See, this is his head.
That's what he does when he makes 3 birdies in a row, which he's never done before.
Yeah,
that's right.
3 strikes in a row bowling, which he's never done before.
We actually had a strike. I had a strike.
Not 3 in a row.
But you saw the strike at
bounced twice off the bumpers and then happened to hit the middle pin and knock him down.
No, there was a legit
the bumper lanes were up.
Are you serious?
There was no bumpers. Don't believe him.
I believe him.
He's laughing.
He just pinballed it down to get a strike.
Yeah, exactly. I just threw it across and it bounced.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I don't know. You're bragging about 1 strike and 10 throws. That's not really that noteworthy.
We got a caller.
All
right. Let's go to the phone lines. We got a caller ready to do the turkey shoot. Let's give away turkey if we can. What's your name?
Joey.
Hey, what's up, buddy? How you doing on a Wednesday morning? Where are you going? You out to work already?
Yeah, we're out and running.
All right, good job. All right, we got one job to do. You say shoot when you want the wheel to stop. If it lands on the gobble, 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 you want a turkey. Are you ready?
Yes, sir. Let's try it.
Let's go.
Shoot.
I like that. I like that.
he's quick.
He
Yeah,
stopped
that
the
was
wheel
quick.
quick, and he gets
Quick
the
draw
turkey.
McGraw.
There it is.
Okay, what was your name again?
Joey.
Joey.
Yeah.
Well, I got to write that down. Tara will write that down for me. Joey, we're
I
going to
got
put
it.
a turkey in your name here at the Fan Sports Network, Candy Media offices. Come pick up your certificate. Thanks for playing, buddy.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, cook it up, smoke it up, grill it up, whatever, deep fry it up, however Joey likes it. From Digby's Market and Palmer Litigation. We'll do more turkey shoots tomorrow on the show. We gave away 2 turkeys and a gift card today, right? That's a pretty good day's work.
Yeah, that was good.
All right, final break. We'll wrap
So
it up,
good
get you
shooting.
ready for the day in sports on the drive. Stay with us, everybody. I was just in a text. Paulie, do you know what it says?
I didn't get it.
No, it wasn't to you.
Oh.
Wasn't to you.
Okay.
I just saw the highlight on the 2 goals for Scotland to get into the World Cup in extra time. So I was sending my buddies back in Scotland congratulations on the Scottish men's national team getting into the World Cup. That was kind of cool. I just saw the highlights during the break. So that was the text I was sending. Okay. Did you notice last night in soccer there was 2 unbelievable bicycle kicks?
Yeah. Was one from the Scotland team? One was from USA.
What
was
in
the
the
other
USA
one from?
game? I didn't catch the other one. Who I just was, we just got TV going here in the studio. I didn't see it live last night.
Right.
I did turn on the USA men's national team, and my buddy that was in town was like, "Dude, are we really watching soccer?" So I went back to basketball.
Oh, bad choice.
I've been watching probably more soccer in the last couple of years than I ever have before, just because my daughter loves the game. So and I've never been like a coach or an aficionado of soccer, so I'm really getting into it because she loves it.
Yeah, that's right.
We watch highlights, Champions League, and we. Obviously, we're gonna have a juggling contest this weekend. I think I can juggle more than her, but I gotta practice. Anybody got soccer ball? You can get some practice juggles in real quick.
I got Reese. I'm putting my money on Reese.
Yes, probably a smart bet.
Yes.
Wednesday. A couple headlines we haven't gotten to. We've been busy. We've been all over the church. We spent a lot of time on the college football playoff rankings, eating that committee up a little bit today with some silly fun. But looks like Aaron Rodgers is going to aim to play. Did you hear what Tomlin said? Like he's planning on playing, and he's of the mindset that he's going to support that. So it looks like Rodgers is going to try to play with the broken fracture on his non-throwing hand. But they want to see how he does. Probably Friday's the day where they'll see how it goes and how he looks in practice. Probably won't practice till then.
Yeah.
Practice starts back up today, tomorrow, and then we'll see what Friday brings. Out is C.J. Stroud for Thursday Night Football. Still not clearing. Whoa. He did practice.
Okay.
But he's still not cleared completely from the concussion protocol. Wow. Must have been a pretty bad concussion, obviously, right?
Yeah.
It was he practiced on a limited basis, but just hasn't progressed enough to suit up on a short week. So I'm guessing with that extra time, he will be available after this Thursday night game.
Okay, I got a headline. Quick one for some people to watch tonight, a Wednesday night, kind of a lighter fare in sports, but you've got Alabama's number 11, but virtually 2 top 10 matchups in college basketball. Number 3 UConn welcomes in after just beating BYU. They welcome in number 4 Arizona. How about that? 4-0 versus 4-0, 3 versus number 4. The 5 p.m. tip-off on FS1. UConn laying 6 and a hook to Arizona. That's a big number for a team as good as Arizona.
Where is that game played?
That is played in UConn. Well, let me make sure the site is where I'm thinking it is. The Gamble Pavilion is the location. That doesn't sound familiar to me, so let me make sure. This could be one of those preseason tournaments where they get Stores, Connecticut. Nope, it is. They are.
That's the name of their. That's the name of their home arena. I had to check that. I was not familiar with that name.
I wasn't either. But that is in Stores. They'll be playing a home game, UConn, Arizona, and then you've got Alabama, the Crimson Tide. Nate Oates doing a good job down there reviving that program. We saw them dispatch BYU in the Sweet 16 a year ago. They are traveling to Champaign, Illinois, if I'm correct. Let's make sure that one is in Illinois, the United Center. So they're going to be playing this one in Chicago. So neutral court here. But Alabama, Illinois, that's 4-0 versus the Tide have stubbed their toe early. They're 2-1, but they're still number 11 in the country. So you've got 2 really, really big games in college hoops on a Wednesday, which is a little rare. So I like this. I'm going to be tuned into those 2 games tonight.
The other stories out there that I had plans to get to, but here we are, a couple minutes left of the show. Another pro athlete robbed. Ohio police are investigating the home invasion that resulted in at least $200,000 in stuff stolen from Shadur Sanders when he was actually playing for a change for Cleveland in that game on Sunday. So they continue to target, Patrick Mahomes has been hit, Travis Kelce has been hit, a bunch of NBA players have been hit. Joe Burrow, they continue to target and they know these guys have money.
Yeah.
And they know they're gone.
Yeah.
They do have surveillance cameras at Shedur's residence, and they captured video footage of the suspects if they exited and entered different portions of the home. They were in the home about 10 minutes wearing masks, gloves. It was like 6:58 when they left the residence, and at least $200,000 taken.
Wow.
And I hate thieves, man.
I do too.
You got a chance to play the whole second half. You complete 4 passes, you throw an interception, you fumble, and then you come home and you've been robbed.
You've been robbed.
That's
Yeah.
a rough day for Shedur Sanders.
For sure. Yep.
Unbelievable. Obviously, Shedur, the victim, had requested that this incident be kept from the media if possible. He did not want the media to get hold of this story.
Interesting.
For whatever reason.
Yeah.
I could kind of respect that.
Yeah.
It's an interesting take. Most guys have gone straight to the media when this has happened. So
They ransacked the bedroom. They rifled through the nightstands, the closets. They used cell phone flashlights as they moved throughout the home. The video footage reviewed by investigators showed 3 people leaving the house carrying multiple bags before they disappeared into the nearby woods. I don't know how they catch these guys quickly unless they're stupid.
I mean, these guys have kind of got it figured out doing this. I'm assuming it's the same crew that's doing it everywhere, right? Or maybe they have a crime network of people that do it in different locations, but they're obviously getting away with it.
Multiple high-profile athletes have suffered from this. Shedur is just the latest.
Has anyone been apprehended? Not that I know of.
I don't think so.
I think there was an arrest down in L.A.
Oh, really?
The one arrest on one.
And there was like a pawn shop owner that got connected to it, I remember, but very loose. Like, I don't think they've gotten any of the main guys yet, so hopefully they do soon.
Yeah, I don't know, to answer your question, how many arrests have been made. I don't know that off the top of my head, but man, I hate thieves. Come on, that sucks. That sucks. But there have been a few scattered arrests. I think back in February there was a bunch of them that got caught. So. Well, there you go. That's going to wrap it up for us on a Wednesday. Make sure and tune in later today for our Region 9 Basketball Media Day. We'll have that on the airwaves, on the live stream. Check the fansportsnetwork.com for the links, our YouTube page. Make sure you subscribe, and we'll have some fun with our local coaches and select players. You guys have a great Wednesday. We'll see you tomorrow.